But my blood is deadly to you.
Yes.
So you'll die.
So will you.
Hi, welcome to Jabbing with Rita. And today we're taking on a patron's request, and it's about addiction. And today we're going to take a look at that. And in the Bible, in the Old Testament, the word is kisep, and it means sorcerers or witchcraft. This is doctors. In the past, we called them medicine men, or the healer of the tribe over there, and that kind of thing. And you believe the person did it or had abilities to do it, you instead of God. This is the pharmacies, is how it's translated in Greek. And it's not just drugs. Doctors and that kind of thing, it's drugs. You take it too far. It doesn't matter whether they're good drugs or bad drugs. They're drugs. You're taking it too far. You're taking it too far. You're given certain information, and it's always the first one that's the best. You can try to make it this or that or the other and try to think you can make it better. You can't make it better. You were given perfect to begin with. The way we make vaccines is the natural way of doing it. And so it worked until man started messing with it. He's going to make it better. He has all this knowledge. I'm going to make it better. That's smelling your own parts. You were given the perfect way. It works. You don't mess with it. There's nothing wrong. Okay? This is the kind of evils you see at the end of time. Because this is a long-standing belief. And when you really stop and think about it, not really. Okay, they really started shoving doctors in your face in 1964 when they took on the social contract in America. But that's a long-standing belief in other nations. National health cares and that kind of thing. And, well, you sold your body to me when you did that. No, I don't think so. I thought you're going to be a decent human being, and try to do what's best for everyone, not triages. And then yell at us because we don't do what you tell us to do. Screw you. Huh? And you see it all over the place. Like in England, they have a television license that they pay for, and that gets them the BBC and all their productions and all that stuff. Well, who didn't think that wasn't going to be propaganda? Come on, man. And the funny thing is, it really started off great. It did, making these creative, wonderful shows. And we're going to talk about science and this show and do this and that. And, it's going to be fun. And it was. Let's laugh at ourselves, how we all have gardens and some of us have goats. And then our next door neighbor didn't like that stuff. And, Good Neighbors comes out. And, all these funny, hysterical shows, Faulty Towers, where we laugh at each other, not at each other, but with each other, because we all do it. We still see the self-deprecating side of it and laugh. And addiction is taking it too far. Have emotions. They feel good. They smell good. They're wonderful, but there's nothing more wonderful than the smell of God. And you have to recognize that and say, this smells so beautiful. God, you smell so beautiful, and take some real joy in it if you really love it. And, you take that going too far ability that we all have to God instead of to this ugly. And we tend to look for it, Once we rise up a little, because it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's the process. That's why we like the cha-cha. That's why we like salsa. That's why we love ballroom dancing. It really is easy when you relax. It's just walking. Nothing better. But addiction is taking something that you really love too far. And when you see life objectively, you think it's going to fill up the hole inside of you. And there's only one thing that can fill up the hole inside of you, and that's love, loving yourself. That's it. Loving God, loving your heart, loving yourself. Yes, I admit, I made all this. I was being a middleman. I got it. Good. I'm getting out of the way now. Okay, I know what to do. I've learned. Now I'm going to apply. And think about the words, because your words are the only one that mean anything to you. That's why humanity's a Tower of Babel. Okay, it got scattered out so it could fill up the earth. And we're full now. Okay, we're full. There's nothing you can do about it. We must expand. In order to evolve, we must expand in consciousness, evolve in consciousness, rise higher. Okay, so it's, illegal drug trafficking is the bad side. And then doctors and their vaccines, etc., are the good side. And people are starting to see, no, it's not. Screw you. You guys take a cold and tell everybody's going to kill you. And go run and hide and be rude to your family and act like they can't think if they don't do what you say. And, screw you. And they push this shit to cause division and cause you to be addicted to their drugs. Okay? And people have an easier time pushing off the drugs of doctors than they do the drugs of, illegal drugs. Illegal drugs are easier to pick up and put down. The moral wonder of drugs, everybody looks at you like you grew 2 heads if you say, yeah, thanks, no thanks. It's 2 sides. I'm walking in the middle ground. I don't need either one of you. Okay? For crying out loud, I got God in my heart. He's magnificent. He's the doctor. Okay? He's the doctor. His love heals it all. But you're the one who goes to him and says, I know I can't do it. Thank you for doing it, Papa. I'm full of your energy and vitality, your beauty, your prosperity and abundance and riches. I know I'm alive. And I know it's you that made me alive. And you gave me your son. Look at all these wonderful things he does for me. He's magnificent. The Christ. And that's humanity's imagination. The two work as one, always. You've been inserted into the mix. You're the middleman. Okay? And that's, okay, little man, you just, claim whatever it is you want, and then we'll give it to you. Okay? Okay. Okay. But to do that, you're going to have to eat this. Okay. And this is how you learn. All right? This is how you learn. And God had so much faith in you, so much trust in you, the man, the first creation of God and imagination. Their baby, their beautiful little baby, okay, that they made, that they wanted to give it life and let it come be with them forever. So we have to burn off the man stuff, which is the taking it too far stuff. Because any good taken too far becomes a bad. That's just how it is. You know? So how do you deal with it? You start loving yourself. I know it sounds simple, and it is simple, but it's not easy when you don't love yourself, and you haven't for a long time, to go look in the mirror into your eyes and say, I love you. Have courage. Be brave. He has so much faith and love in you. Come on, man. Take a look. Say, I love you. If you don't do anything else, do that every morning, a couple of times a day, 3 times, whatever. Every time you walk past the mirror, I love you. That's one of the best things you can do for yourself. You're telling yourself, I love you. You're telling your imagination, God in your heart, I love you. I love you. You're the greatest. What's a few minutes out of your day to do that? Priceless. It's priceless. So, I don't mean love yourself like make sure you get manicures and do things that you love. I mean, love yourself. I'm perfect. I'm perfect just the way I am. I love me. I'm a perfect expression of God. The feeling is happiness and relief when you accept that. That's the story of the gay man or woman coming out saying, I don't care anymore. I love me and I'm okay with who I am. That's the story of you, that little microcosm moment. I'm okay with me. I love me. Worse than all, I'm great. I'm perfect. And you can see when people do accept themselves like that, especially now, and you can see that in someone like Adele. It's a very large woman, and she openly comes out and says, I love me no matter what. And then all these other large women come out and say, yeah, I love being large. It's not what she said. And they weren't listening. So they follow her. And she's dropped it. I love me no matter what. I love me. Nothing on the outside makes me happy. And nothing on the outside can complete me. I am complete. Perfect. I love it. And all this wonderful stuff because you're giving your attention to God and aspects of God, and it's rewriting your mind, and you're melding your mind to God's. In other words, you're making it so that you start thinking the right way, the path less traveled. You're not going too far to the right. You're not going too far to the left. You're walking in the middle. I can appreciate that. Yeah, I like that. You know what? I understand, but no, I don't like that. And I forgive you for showing me that, and on you go in your life, but in today's times, you got the world in your face and you must choose. No, I don't want to see that. Yes, I'll deal with that, and the things, you don't ignore the things that you've been passionate about in your life. Okay. People who identified with Trump and follow Trump, the reason the rest of them want to stomp him out is, and basically have crucified him and all that other good stuff, is because, guys like him put ideas in people's heads. Ooh. And that's the point. They're trying to stomp the idea out of your head. No, I don't think so. They're trying to make everyone think that, no, we really want to do this. That's the election results and all that other stuff. Okay, sure. I'm going to forgive you for that. You know, I'm going to forgive you for that. And so all this stuff starts coming out. And that's part of the forgiveness so that they will turn within, and you just keep sending that love. That's what I mean by it's an arrow. That's how you defeat your enemies. Kill them with kindness. Catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. These are old sayings for a reason. Treat people with admiration and respect, and no matter what, you'll get admiration and respect back. Now you can see this clearly in history. It's Edison and Tesla, and they were contemptuous of each other. Whereas Carnegie and Rockefeller were adversaries. And they would, encourage each other. And Rockefeller was one side and Carnegie's the other. And it naturally came to Carnegie to set up the arts, to put all this money that he had made into the arts. To him, that was the side, you encourage. And then Rockefeller over here was, I can give a lot of that to you. And then, it's a tax break. I got it. It's good. Now, anyways, it's the two sides. So I hope this helps. It doesn't matter if it's a physical addiction to heroin or alcohol or drugs or sex. You can be addicted to anything. Food, drink, you take it too far. Okay, and then you think, I need help to get back. No, you don't. You don't. You easily picked it up, you easily put it down. I've been doing that all my life. You spend all your time plotting and planning to get the next one, and that's boring. No, it's not a good way of using my time, thank you. And I left. I would leave it behind. I didn't even think about it. It was, no, what the hell are you doing? This is stupid. And off you go. Well, listen, I'm not going to do that anymore. But it was the same on the other side. The doctors, well, it's time for you to have, well, too bad I'm not doing it. But you're over 50, so what? What's that have to do with the price of tea in China now? But you see, people over here typically, I'm not looking for trouble. You don't know. I don't know. It's all good. As far as I'm concerned, I feel great. This is enlightened reason. And when you love yourself and have been using that mental diet, you stop taking it too far to the left and too far to the right. When you turn over a new leaf, everything in the past is gone. It's gone. You started a new leaf. I start today. Each day is a beautiful moment I have been privileged with. I'm privileged to be alive, and everything else is icing on the cake. And all I have to do is just say thank you. And he gives it to me. He's so beautiful. The Christ is just king here, and he is gorgeous. He's God's imagination, and they let me join the team. So be a great cheerleader. And send out the love and goodwill to all men. And you'll see all men will send out love and goodwill to you too. And those addictions will fade away because you're not hungry anymore. You're not looking to fill a hole anymore. You're full. You're fulfilled. Hope this helps. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you. Merry Christmas.
After all this time, did you think